Okay, hello, hello. Now I switch to my usual sound. Maybe I need to switch to another one. 1 second. Oh, that should be better. Okay. Okay, hello, hello. Yeah, sorry. Sorry for those inconveniences. Another 1 second. Oh, that should be better. Okay. So welcome to my stream, part number 110. It's late night talks with romantic developer. Right now it's really late night. It's 11:30 p.m. in my region, which is Pacific time. If you think about East Coast, it would be 2:30. So it's even oh, give me a second. I see that my notebook is not charging. Really? 1 second. Don't know. Okay, let's see closely if it will runs out the battery. I'll see what I can do. I connected it to the network, and network is connected. But yeah, maybe it's my like small dock station doesn't deliver power for some reason. Yeah, let's try to do let's try to continue as we do. Okay, sorry for all those technical questions and details. Welcome to my stream. As usual, we discuss in multiple topics, starting from family questions, how to raise kids, how to live happily in the family, to media coverage, wars, politics, communication between people, and state of things in the world, to software engineering, state of things of artificial intelligence, and to some practical software development. So yeah, that's it. I normally we have several parts on my screen of my stream. First part is my answering your question, talking about something which you ask in comments, or my personal reflections through the day, or it could be combined. And second part, sometimes we talk about looking into some code and doing some exercises. I'm big fan of useful things like ChatGPT. I'm not a big fan of artificial intelligence. If we talk about it as like next version of artificial intelligence, AGI, how they call it, so general artificial intelligence, because I'm truly think that humanity not ready for that. But if we can do something much more quickly with using some tools, we should use them. And if we're talking about tools, of course computers, some machines, automates. And if we talk about computers, it would be some programs, of course, which already exist, or which we could create to automate the things we are doing. It's all about saving some labor, saving some time, so we have more time for much more important things like spend time with our loved ones. And we switch into reflections topic. And today's reflection is that Yeah, importance. Yesterday it was importance of having a dream and not betray your child dreams, and maybe convert them into more a realistic one, or even if they're not too realistic, anyway you could move towards them and maybe they transform later. So but not betray dreams, of course, because it would moving people forward. And when I told dreams, I don't mean wishes. I don't mean wish to be like to have big house, cool car, or I don't know, something else. Dream, it's not connected. Okay, it could be connected, but dream is something which help us feel really happy, and normally it's somehow connected with interaction with this word in terms of helping somehow this word. So when people dream, they dream like maybe create something, maybe shoot a film, maybe create some beautiful things, create with their like handmade, or maybe create some company, etc., etc. Of course, it in many cases could lead to some success, or in some cases, let's say truly to some success, and people become richer, have money, and sometimes they forgot about their dreams and they start to live. Okay, I have money, I need more money, or save my money. So they start thinking about maybe important but not things which not exactly their dreams, and yeah, they bury it into this word problems, etc., etc. And it could be very not exactly about rich people, it could be about any person. They start anyway. But when you live, and when you live long, so you're not too young, so you're not just finished school, or you are not student, or like you more than maybe 25, maybe even less, I'm not sure, but yeah, you like you come into that real world, real life, and of course all that problems start bury you, and sometimes it's very hard to remember what is your dream, what is your actual dream is. Maybe sometimes your dreams, okay, leave me alone, I just want to sleep, but again, it's not dream, it's wish. You should still dreaming and not betray it. But more important thing for today is that the most important thing is not only dreams, but if when we could find someone in this world who like our part of us. Mm, so it's happiness, and it's more important. You shouldn't exchange it for anything else. What I mean, I catch myself several times that even I have very happy uh, life. I have a very cool family. I have wife and kids. I'm thinking, okay, I have some potential. I still not not happy with myself, how I do some work, how I do my projects, and so on. And I have multiple things to implement, to do, and I'm thinking, okay, I'm big procrastinator, so I'm quite lazy because I want to do so many, and I'm do so not so much. I'm do so less. Let's say that. But yeah, I keep forgetting that it's all the things I try to achieve. It's not. It's much less important that life I had, because I'm very happy to have happy family, and I had love in my life, and not so many actually people having it. So, and it's most important, most valuable things which of course you shouldn't betray. And when you just worry about other problems too much, and that worry takes away your time, takes away your gratitude, and takes away your time with your loved ones. So it's how you betray your love. Even if you don't go and spend time with other women or something, it's still betrayal. On very, very thin and high level. So, and it's what I understand that it's something you shouldn't do. So don't worry, because you can worry much less. I don't say just stop planning, stop doing something, etc., but worrying, it means when you have an inner dialogue and spend too much energy on something which is not worth it comparing to other things you have. So be grateful for what you have, put it in the first place, and prioritize properly. Prioritize your family. The most important things you can do, if you have your family, if you have your love, it would be the most important things to keep it. And everything else, even if you, I don't know, creating some tools, some programs, if you're president of country of some country, if you're president of the world, it's not as important as keeping peace in your family and having time to enjoy your love, your feelings, and all of those. So that is my reflection, and that is my wisdom of today, which I understand, and I really want to share it with you. Hopefully it's clear what I want to say. I still struggling with my English, especially in that subjects where I'm not too proficient. So okay, and I don't think we'll have a big and long stream today. I'm just reminding you very quickly. I see some people join and dropping off. Let's switch to some. Oh. It's how I create titles for my stream, and it's actually what I want to show. So we created some tools which called YouTube AI Helper. Basically, the goal of the tool is to download video from YouTube, transcribe it, and using some prompts, extract some useful information, like create preposition for some titles, build summaries which are description for YouTube, build YouTube chapters, video chapters, video sections. So it could, if you have a long video, viewers can jump right into the action using your video chapters. And of course, transcripts itself, because YouTube take time, especially with the streams, to transcribe them, and sometimes it's too long. It's take days, even if it's some simple language like English. But if it's not English, it could do completely wrong job. For example, for quite close languages like Ukrainian or Russian, it could mix them, and it could sometimes, even if you specify, okay, it's Ukrainian, it could try to transcribe it as in Russian, and of course it will create mess. And if you don't want a mess, and you want nice clean videos with as much details as possible to make it really cool, really searchable, really with engaged title and everything, and if you need to process a lot of videos, of course you want some help. And it's something I built, and right now we created several versions of our programs. And first version would be batch script, which is require you to install all the tools like Python, FFmpeg, YouTube DLP. By the way, a really cool open source tool to download video from multiple platforms, not only YouTube. Also, we install in Whisper locally, which is one of the free open source models from OpenAI. OpenAI not so open now, and Whisper actually is something still open to all of us. Yeah, curl if you don't have it, PowerShell, and then we just execute some script written in as batch file, like just executing all the steps. So if you probably, if you have something in some experience with computers, probably know what are batch files. So it's something you can execute, write very quickly, change, and it will execute something. So it's just execute the command, previous commands we already downloaded, like YouTube DLP or Whisper, with some parameters, and the only thing it's do is just ask us, hey, enter YouTube URL, and then it's try to sanitize it, it's download videos, then it's start Whisper, and so on. So yeah, it's working, but of course it's not very let's say configurable, and it's not as powerful as Python script. And because we anyway need some Python things like Whisper to execute Whisper, we decided, okay, let's try to write it in Python. And it's something we we did even yesterday. I'm sorry. Yeah, it's Python script. It's something we update yesterday. So we update README file and we update some program itself. And in Python, we to just speed up the things, we introduce several things which could help us. So we introduced that we could process all the things separately, like we could do full process, or we could use like just download, just transcribe folder, just process prompts in some folders or folders. So we support multiple files, multiple URLs, doing transcription over and over, doing prompts over and over again. So it's support much more features and functionalities. And just to speed up the things, we use Whisper from OpenAI. So we don't run it locally. It's probably easy to change, because we already done it in previous solution, but in this solution we decided, okay, let's do Whisper API just to the speed up, and we introduce something to execute in parallel, etc. etc. Some of this code not used right now or not used often, like dividing very large files into smaller chunks when we sending them to Whisper, because now we use very optimal, let's say, settings to convert audio to OGG format with 12K quality, which is good for transcription, not good for listening music, of course, but for transcription it's pretty cool. And it's allow us to transcribe as in one go files, maybe up to 2.5 hours, or maybe up to 3, even more hours easily, without dividing them into chunks. So yeah, we use several previous streams to create that. And yesterday, before we completed the stream, I wrote some simple script to get from my page some of the videos, as just links, and I executed that script on multiple URLs, and it basically go and so I haven't seen the results, but it downloaded from part 100 to part 108 all the videos. So, and it processed all the videos. So in basically in background. It's maybe worked about 10 minutes to do all of those, but it's cool. And if we will check, so it's downloaded the file itself, and then it's create OGG file, then it's create transcript in SRT format, in text format, and LLM SRT, which is our simplified version, which we figured will work better than full SRT format for LLM to process that, and so on. And then we create something like better chapters, basically video transcription, not video transcription, video chapters, so where we change our topic in the video, where we start talking about something interesting, and it's provide meaningful title and time component in the stream where we just switch the topic. It provides a whole description with not so nice time components, but we use description. It provides keywords, it provides some recommendation for the titles, and so on, and for all the videos. Because I'm struggling to update, I'm doing streams, and then I need to go and update all the titles, and I need to process not only one channel, so of course it's helping me. And it would be the same for all other streams, so it would be the same description, better chapters, and so on, and keywords which are relevant just for that script, titles which are more relevant just for this stream, and so on. So you see, we did all of those, and it's worked pretty well. So I'm fine with it, and we decided that next step with that script would be to our next step would be to create more complicated program, which will be host not locally, but in somewhere in internet, in Azure, most probably. And we'll do all the process of creating it and thinking how we can use it, and include even more advanced features. So that is our plan. But we will not start that work today. I'm still thinking about maybe creating some diagram of what we're going to create, divide it into some parts, and maybe talk to our ChatGPT. We used GPT-4o, and we use GPT-01 preview models to solve more complex questions and problems. So a combination of those two, and talk to those helpers so far, helpers to help us build good solution. I will do some challenge to myself and write the programs in language I'm not very experienced at. I'm thinking about Python because it's now popular language, because it's go around all the AI stuff. I've worked with Python very little, and mostly with not some all the programs, so I never learned that specially, but I need to fix some code, like update some code, and write several classes for PySpark, basically to process some large data and do some transformations in preparation to executing models over them or just preserve them, etc., etc. I never wrote in Python programs like web services or something else, so we'll see how we could use Python for that, and maybe it would be a cool experience for us. And also I could could show you how simple to write in the language with libraries you never heard about, using modern tools like ChatGPT and so on, so that everyone could be a coder, maybe still not developer, but coder for sure. So that is my plans for nearest future. During weekends normally we don't do hard work, but so we try to do something simple. I'm thinking tomorrow, if I will stream from my more powerful computer, probably we could play with some parameters of Whisper which executing locally. So we try to make Whisper to use our GPU, because we never got to that step. That is my very lightweight notebook, which is without any graphical, with integrated graphical card, so it's not too powerful. It's doing everything. It's good for streaming, but at all, or executing some services like that program. So it's do it perfectly, but when we try to whisper something, yeah, it's do not so good. And it shows that my battery saver is on, which means that yeah, we don't have a lot of battery remaining. So maybe yeah, I'll try to wrap up my stream today, especially when I'm not having too much free time to do that. So my plan is tomorrow to play with Whisper, and starting from Monday to start doing some serious stuff, basically some combination of website and services which could do some work, which will do some pieces of the work which we could combine and use all the features of expanding it horizontally, vertically, so providing it more power to each service or create more services. And we'll look into all these patterns and how we can do that and so on. Again, I haven't written such programs for a long time, but I feel pretty confident that everything which even sounds scary, it's not scary at all once you can understand it. And with current tools like all the GPTs, models, etc., it's pretty simple, much simpler than before when you heard some word, you need to read it. And I started in times when internet wasn't available to everyone, so I used local version of MSDN, which come with Visual Studio, because I don't have access to internet at the time, so I need to search something in MSDN documentation, basically in offline documentation. And before that, if you don't have books, you have no chance to write some programs. So yeah. And for internet, it wasn't so in my country, it wasn't so accessible to others. And even if I had modem, I think it's called the same in English, which allow me to call some number and connect and exchange some files, information with other computer if it's also running modem, but it was some partly on offline networks like X-Files or Fido or other thing or other stuff. And to use internet, you need to find some gateway to that thing. So yeah, it was really old and funny times. Now, if you want to learn something, everything for you, it's so much simpler. So yeah, we'll try to benefit from it and make already useful stuff even more useful, even more configurable, and even more nice. So yeah, also we'll try to integrate one of our maybe during tomorrow, day after tomorrow, we'll try to see if we could integrate one of the prompts we worked before, like on creating shorts from our video streams. If you can make it useful and try to execute it and see what results it provides with our current structure of assertive transcript we are sending. So if it could be quite useful with our recent changes, because before it wasn't super pooper effective, now it should be much more effective, I believe. Okay, so returning to how I normally end the stream, I wish you all good time. I wish you all productive days, and even more than that, I wish you happy days when you could experience some really enjoyment, joy of life, joy of nature, joy of what surrounds you, and find joy in something near you. If you have family, of course, please don't you're already a happy person, and just feel it. If you don't have, you will find, and it's not a question. Everyone has a chance, and everyone has some path which they should go and meet beautiful persons in their life and some beautiful events. You just need to open your eyes and see. And of course, put proper priorities. If you have love, it will be the one of the most biggest priority. Not to betray it, to spend and to feed it with your energy, and it will give you in return for sure. So just protect that feeling. It's worth it, and it's the most important part in all your life. At least I'm talking from my experience, and I'm never talk something I don't believe. So hopefully it would be some sign of universe for you as well. I will stream for another 42 days every day consecutively. Maybe I will stream after that. Maybe my schedule will change. Please put some comments if you want to talk about something, or just want to say hi, or ask any question, or just share some of your thoughts or feelings. I would be glad to read about it. So I think that's it, and see you tomorrow or whenever you are ready. Have a good night or good day.